Hi guys, welcome back to your weekly dose of life-work balance. In this video, I will introduce you to the Nourish pillar in my Harmony Compass and how eating real foods is the key to live and work better. My name is Sabrina Cadini. I'm your holistic precision life coach and the creator of the life-work balance system, helping you live and work better thanks to customized lifestyle changes. If you'd like to know more, make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the bell to receive notifications every time I have new content for you. Last week, we looked at the 6 pillars that make up my Harmony Compass, and I'll link the video here in case you missed it. Nourish is the first and I think the most important pillar. I talk about food all the time because, yes, it's our main source of fuel and energy, but it's also information for our genes. It's what allows us to make all of our cells in our body and in our brain. Think about all of those cells that are inside us, cells that make up our tissues, our muscles, our organs, our bones. I mean, everything that we are. And if we do some math, you can see how every single meal counts when it comes to our food choices. So let's say we eat 3 meals a day. This means we will consume over 1,000 meals in a year. And based on an average of 79 years of age, this equals to over 86,000 meals in a lifetime. This is a huge number. Many people say food is also medicine, and I agree. It can help us prevent disease and illness when we opt for foods that are good for us and keep us away from inflammation, which in the long term can lead to health issues. We'll see more about that in a future video. And I'm not the only one saying that. We have extensive research confirming this, and I would also like to share some statistics that come from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. On their website, they state that 6 in 10 adults in the US have a chronic disease, and 4 in 10 adults have 2 or more. And the list includes heart disease, cancer, chronic lung disease, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, diabetes, and chronic kidney disease. I'll link that page in the description box below for your reference. So what causes these chronic diseases that total $3.8 trillion in annual healthcare costs? Well, different risk behaviors. Tobacco use, poor nutrition, lack of physical activity, and excessive alcohol use. As they also state on their website, a poor nutrition relates to diets low in fruits and vegetables and high in sodium and saturated fats, which is what we do in our modern society. Basically, we eat foods that are very high in calories, such as processed foods, but very low in nutrients. And not only that, the foods we eat are also filled with hormones, with antibiotics, different toxins like pesticides, which are not supposed to enter and be processed by our bodies. We were simply not programmed for that. So eating healthy helps prevent, delay, and manage those chronic diseases. Those chronic diseases are in many cases preventable. And this is why I'm very passionate about helping my clients, and I hope I can do the same for you to discover, choose, and adopt better lifestyle habits, such as eating healthier to live and work better. How? Well, by now you know that my coaching practice is heavily based on epigenetics, the relatively new scientific field that studies the effects of our lifestyle choices and the environment around us on gene expression. This is an effective way to work on your wellness, whether your goal is to eat healthier, move more often, or get quality sleep. Epigenetics can be your starting point to understand how we function and to adopt the best habits to extend not only your lifespan, which is the number of years in your life, but also your health span. which is how well you will live during those years. And my newest program, in particular, Regenerate Your Lifestyle, goes beyond traditional coaching by looking at your unique genetic makeup that can tell you what habits are best for you, from what to eat, or to how to exercise, or how to improve your sleep and to your stress response. In the case of today's topic, it can give you advice on what to eat or not, from carbs to fats, and what you might need as far as vitamins, minerals, and so on to improve your wellness. So with this information in our hands, I can help you achieve better results faster instead of trying to navigate the murky waters of diets or trying new protocols just because your friends followed them and they rave about them. So no more guesswork. You know what works specifically for you. And you can find more information about the program in the info box below. What is the future? Nutrigenomics. This is a big word. Defined as the relationship between nutrients, diet, and gene expression. It's still a very new field and more research is certainly needed, but it's a very promising area to provide personalized nutrition for better results, and I'm very excited about it. So going back to nutrition, when you nourish your body in the right way, you positively impact thousands of chemical reactions in your body and in your brain. Now, each of us is different. I say this all the time. And we each respond to certain foods in a different way. I learned about this throughout my life. So I cannot really give you any personalized advice until I work with you and we test. But there are some general guidelines that can apply to everyone. And today I'll share a few. So tip number 1, stay away from sugar as much as possible, as it interferes with many metabolic processes, leading to blood sugar spikes and weight gain, among others, and there are many more dangers related to it. According to the American Heart Association, Americans eat between 22 and 30 teaspoons of added sugar every day. Every day. We shouldn't eat more than 6 to 10 teaspoons. Crazy, I know. The problem is that you can find sugar almost everywhere, from ketchup to bread, not only in sodas or sweets. And this brings me to tip number 2, which is read the nutritional labels in every food you buy. Better yet, try to buy foods that have no label. It means they're coming from Mother Nature, and then you cook your meals with them from scratch, knowing what ingredients you put in. But if you're buying packaged foods, make sure you read every single ingredient. And you know what? The longer the list, the more likely it has things that are not necessary for you, such as additives and preservatives, and they're not good for our body. Also, sugar is probably part of that list. I often read labels with my clients and we decide what can be best for them. And I can tell you it's a fun activity, but up to a certain point, because it's also very depressing thinking of how people eat badly today. And many of them are clueless of what they put in their mouths and in their bodies. Tip number 3 is buy organic when it comes to produce, or buy grass-fed meats, or buy pastured eggs, and stay away from genetically modified foods whenever possible, so that you can get all the good stuff from these foods. You will spend a few more dollars now, but you will save big dollars on medical bills later. You might ask, why didn't you suggest that we eat our fruits and vegetables every day? And of course, that's a very valid point, and it's certainly a very important tip since most people today don't do it or don't do it enough. And they miss all those antioxidants, vitamins, and minerals that our bodies need to function optimally. However, you have to keep in mind that not all vegetables and fruits might be good for you, as again, each of us is different and we all process and digest them differently, thanks to our gut microbiota. And we'll talk about this in another video. And this doesn't apply to vegetables and fruits only, it can be for other food groups. So the one-size-fits-all approach here is not the right solution. And if you experience digestive or mood issues or skin problems or even depression, make sure you dig deeper and find what's causing those imbalances, because sometimes food can be the culprit. Now, I work with healthy individuals. I am not a doctor, so I can give you personalized advice, but working with a functional nutritionist or even a functional medicine doctor who can take into account your entire history and require accurate and advanced testing can be very helpful to figure out what's wrong and bring your system back to balance. And if you'd like to know more about functional medicine, feel free to connect with me and I'll be happy to answer any question you have and provide referrals. So I hope you start to make little changes in the way you eat by following one of the 3 tips I shared today. And I'll have more for you in future videos. And you don't have to make all those changes all of a sudden, all together. Remember what we talked about regarding habits? You should introduce one new habit at a time to make it effective and long-lasting. So choose what you want to start working on and focus your effort on that one until you master it. You see the difference in your energy, in your mood, in your performance, and then you move to the other ones. I have excellent topics coming up, such as the fascinating connection between our gut and our brain, hydration, because it's not only what we eat, but also what we drink, diets, and more. And since the topic of nutrition is huge, please let me know if there's anything that you would like me to talk about or to share in a future video. So let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, I'll share my list of favorite books on the Nourish subject, and you'll find it below in the description box as well. It's now time for your weekly question. Ask yourself, how can I make more conscious choices when it comes to the food I eat? In other words, is there a specific behavior or process that can help you start this change? What is your why behind this? Share your response with us in the comments below. I will see you in episode 6 of your weekly dose of life work balance next week, where we will talk about the second pillar, move. If you liked this video and you want to hear more, make sure you give it thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell so you will get notified when I have new video content. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to live life fully. Bye guys!